Back and I'm better in my Kansas Chiefs sweater. Yo, YouTube, what's crackalackajackasmacin? This is Waffleman video. And let's talk about this, right? People always ask what archetype to make, what build to make. Well, there's one question you gotta ask, right? What is the easiest and the hardest positions to guard in the game at both the guard position and the big man position? So looking at, positions 1 to 3, or you could do it 3 to 5 if you like it like that. The easiest position in my opinion to guard, well, excluding the lockdown defenders, because offensively lockdown defenders can't really do much unless you actually know how to play the game and know stuff. But still, even though you still don't have the offensive skill sets to do stuff, so yeah. But talking about the other positions, the other archetypes like the playmaker, shot creator, sharpshooter, and slasher, honestly, in my opinion, the slasher is one of the easiest to guard, only because they can't shoot three-pointers, man. Like, their three-pointer is like capped at like a 60 or 58. Like, literally, you don't have to play them at the three-point line. And that's the thing about slashers. Don't ever play them like hard or tight above the perimeter like that. It just doesn't make any sense. Just play them wait, because all they want to do is cut to the paint. That's all a slasher wants to do. They want to cut to the paint, they want to drive. So what you gotta do is, especially if you're a big man guarding a slasher, stay in the paint. And if you're a guard, stay in the mid-range to the paint area, because they have a 74, usually like a 72 to 75 mid-range. They might want to shoot it, but most of the time I see the slashers on the court in park and even pro-am, they don't want to take shots mid-range, man. They don't even trust that. So I recommend just staying at the mid-range area to the paint area, and they will be locked up, bro. Like, literally, because when they cut and drive to the paint and you're there, as long as you're in a good position, usually sometimes they don't really get those dunk animations or those contact dunk animations. And by the way, not all the slashes so far are 95 overalls, man. I mean, they gotta get their work, their play up, and get all the badges in order to do those crazy stuff. So that's why I think they're the easiest to guard. Now, the hardest and the most difficult for me to guard personally is the playmakers, especially 95 overall playmakers, because it's just the speed with the ball, man. The speed with the ball is so cheesy in this game, bro. Like 94, I keep saying it, is faster than my regular speed, and it's literally the fastest speed in the game. 94 speed with the ball is insane. That's just too much. And with everyone's average defense out there, with my average defense, my average lateral quickness, it's just not going to work out well. And then they got dribble moves, of course, so they're going to be crossing people up. And then again, I got average defense, man. Everyone's defense is average if you're not a lockdown defender. So of course my ankles are going to get broken. Of course your ankles are going to get broken. But that speed with the ball is crazy, bro. And sometimes I see a lot of playmakers stepping back and shooting threes, and they're actually making these threes, man. I mean, it's crazy the amount of threes they actually make on the court. I'm like, really? Like, some of the threes, I'm like, really? They made that? They're stepping back and they're just making it, pulling up, and I'm like, damn, man. So yeah, playmakers are definitely the hardest to guard for me, but that's only because of their speed. And you got to make sure you guard them a certain way. You got to play it safe, because they can easily blow past you with that 94 ball speed with the ball. But pertaining about the sharpshooters, right? Listen, bro, sharpshooters are not that hard to defend. You know what's hard to defend about sharpshooters? The screens in this game. If a sharpshooter can't get open, then you're going to be contesting them all the time. If you literally stick on a sharpshooter all the time and you could stay up with them when they're moving around, then they will be locked down. Sure, they might make a couple of shots, but they're going to be very, very bad shots, contested shots. And it's like, well, you can't do anything about that. That's just 2K. But the only thing a sharpshooter has to get open is themselves, which they're slow anyways. They have a low speed, so if you're faster than them, you're obviously going to catch up to them. And screens, man. Listen, man, the screens in this game are really, really crazy, bro. Like, you will get hit with the screens set by big men. It's crazy. Like, you will get hit with moving screens, and they don't call that the brick wall stuff. You be sliding and you be moving, you be falling down from them brick walls, and it's like, bro, that's the only way a sharpshooter can usually get open on the park, and especially pro-am, because man, it's just, listen, man, those screens are hard, bro. I don't understand. I think they should tone down the screens a little bit. I understand that, the big men are strong and they got brick wall, Hall of Fame brick wall and stuff like that. But come on, man. Some of these screens, I've never seen these screens like these in the NBA. Not like this, man. Not like this. This is to another level. But You know, sharpshooters, if they get open, yeah, they'll make it, but if you got them guarded tightly, they'll be locked down. Now, talking about the big man, usually most of the centers in the game or power forwards in the game can dunk in the paint. So all you gotta do is just stay in the paint, unless they're stretch big. If they're stretch big, you have to stay out there at all times on the perimeter. Make sure you're guarding them. And stretch bigs might be a little bit more difficult to guard because centers are slow, man. And depending on what power forward or center you build compared to their center or build, they actually might be faster than you. So if you're a glass cleaner, or if you're like, let's say, I think a post scorer or a lockdown paint protector, I think if you're a post scorer or glass cleaner, you will be slower than a stretch big. And I think stretch big actually has a good speed at where they are. But anyways, let me know in the comment section what you think is the easiest position to guard for you and the hardest position to guard for yourselves. I mean, this is just me, man. But you know I always spit facts. Anyways, leave a like for more. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm out for now. Peace.